As we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. It's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darnay Holmes makes the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Darnay Holmes in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Afadi Adebayo providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, it's Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down.
6-0 our score after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger than maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Azeez Ojulari charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the 38, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A handoff, Barkley running left, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They're going to try and throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing deep for Golladay. That's to Golladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4 yards remain for second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. Couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will shrink to 6. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. To throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 19 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Barkley a first down and more. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st and 10. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jones, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returning it is Moore. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2.
For a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Leonard Williams.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. This one goes out over Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
That's the way to get us going, boy.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.